In pretty much any business, there's a huge gap between how we think our work gets done and how it actually happens on the ground. Today, we're diving into a tool called Famla AI that tries to bridge that gap, not with complicated spreadsheets, but with something we all do every day: conversation.
So, think about it for a second. How does information really move through your company? How are customer problems actually solved from the moment they come in to the moment they're closed? For a lot of us, the real answers are kind of trapped inside a black box, maybe known by a few key people, if anyone at all. And that feeling of not knowing, it can be pretty overwhelming, right? You're wrestling with processes that are just way too complex, totally undocumented, or even worse, completely out of date. This is the exact pain point Famla AI was built to solve. So this brings us to what we can call the process problem. It's that huge critical gap between the process you have on paper, if you even have one, and the reality of how your business actually operates day in and day out.
So what's the fix? Well, meet Agent Famla. Think of it as an AI agent that acts like your own personal consultant. Its whole job is to automate that super tedious process of mapping everything out. So no more whiteboards, no more sticky notes, and hopefully no more endless meetings.
And getting started is designed to be as simple as possible. It's really just a one-time thing. You create your account, pop in your company details, and bam, you're ready to kick off your very first project.
And this is where you land. This is your central hub, a really clean dashboard where all your process maps and your projects are going to live. It's built to be super organized and intuitive right from the very start.
Okay, this next part is where things get really interesting and where you can see what makes Famla so different. Instead of asking you to start drawing flowcharts, it acts like your own AI process consultant, and it all begins with a simple chat. So once you kick off a project, the AI starts an interview. And just like a real consultant would, it starts by asking some simple, targeted questions to get the lay of the land. Here, for example, it's asking, hey, who are the key customers and stakeholders involved here? And you just answer in plain English. You don't need any technical jargon or special terms. You just describe the process in your own words, like you're explaining it to a new team member. It feels just like a natural conversation.
And get this, to make it even faster, you don't even have to type. The AI can actually read its questions out loud to you, and you can just answer with your voice. It turns what could be a boring data entry task into a totally hands-free interview.
Now, of course, the AI knows that one person rarely has the full picture. So it'll actually prompt you to invite other key people, like in this case, the customer support team. You just type in their email, and they can jump into the interview and add their own perspective.
Okay, so you've had a simple conversation with the AI, and your team has chipped in with their knowledge. So now we get to the really cool part, the magic trick, turning all of those spoken words into a clear visual process map.
So it takes all those simple conversational answers from you and everyone else on the team,
And it weaves all of that information together into a single, structured, and complete process map.
and boom! Here's the result. Famla takes all that conversational data and automatically generates a few different drafts of a detailed flowchart. You can then just look through them and pick the version that you feel best represents how things really work.
Look, getting this map is a huge win, but that's really just step one. The real power comes from using this map to actually find ways to get better. So let's see how you can analyze and improve your processes. This flowchart here, it's not just a static image. You should think of it more like a living, breathing document. You can easily click into any step to tweak it, add notes, or, and this is the important part, start layering in critical data.
And this is where that map becomes so much more than just a pretty picture. When you start adding crucial data to each step, things like cost, how long it takes, or what the risks are, you're turning a simple diagram into a really powerful tool for business intelligence. Once your map is loaded up with all that data, you can start running some pretty powerful analysis. You can ask the AI to find the bottlenecks, figure out the total cost of the process, spot the biggest risks, or even find the best steps to automate. And the best part is, you interact with it the same way you started, using simple prompts. You can just type things like, identify the bottlenecks, or analyze the lead time, and the AI will actually highlight the issues and give you concrete suggestions on how to improve.
All right, so you might be wondering, that's cool for one project, but does this thing actually scale? Let's take a quick look. Because Famla isn't just for one-off projects. It's built for managing processes across the entire enterprise.
So you see this big number here?
Over 600,000 tokens? What does that even mean? Well, tokens are basically the fuel the AI runs on. Having this many means a company has a ton of resources ready to go, enough to map and analyze processes across lots of different teams.
And this dashboard right here, this is basically mission control for the administrators. They get a complete bird's-eye view of everything. Who's using the platform, how many tokens are being used, which projects are active. It gives them full visibility and total control.
So at the end of the day, by turning simple conversations into crystal clear maps, Famla AI gives you a data-rich X-ray of your entire operation. And that leaves just one question, really. What hidden inefficiencies are you going to uncover first?